Hi guys! So today is going to just be an update on how the intermittent fasting and squat challenges have been going. I'm about halfway through now, so I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I was going to wait till the 30th, but I am so stoked about how this is going down. So the squat challenge, my butt feels a little lifted. It looks great. Cool. Do a squat challenge. They're awesome. It's not even hard. My legs haven't been sore at all. Right after doing all of my squats, at one point I was walking down the stairs to go on a walk and they were a little shaky, but beyond that, whatever. Squats, cool. Butt looks great. Do squats, they're great. But the really exciting part, the part that I really want to share with you, is the intermittent fasting. Dude, I'm not a bodybuilder. I do not work out every day as far as I don't do cardio ever. No, I don't do that. And just the dieting alone has worked so well. I'm gonna wait to show before and after pictures until the 30 days because I think it'll be more impactful. But as it is, I've already lost 10 pounds. What? 10 pounds? And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying. It's a challenge, sure. But barely. It's awesome. Another thing that I'm really excited about as far as this goes is I don't have a sweet tooth. And that's a huge deal for me. I love sweets. I love candies, like fruity candies, and I love fruit of all kinds. Sweet tea is like my kryptonite. I love sweet tea. I think my grandma is from Oklahoma or some shit. I don't know. She's from somewhere in the South, and so sweet tea has always been a staple in our family, and I'm obsessed with it. So, but I haven't had any, and I haven't really craved it at all. The only thing I really do crave and wish that I could have more of is coffee with creamer. I love International Delights white chocolate with macadamia nut creamer. It's wonderful. And I do treat myself to that occasionally. That's the cool thing about this intermittent fasting also, is that you don't have to be so strict. Yes, I do keep track of my calories. I count calories, and I eat about 1,000 calories a day. Easy peasy. But you can basically eat whatever you want. I personally have been trying to do a higher protein and lower fat, moderate carbohydrates, not getting crazy with the carbs. But I'm allowed to have all of those things. I'm allowed to have anything that I want on this diet. I just do it in moderation. And that has also been a challenge for me. Another thing that I've learned about myself, in fact, is that I am a binge eater. I binge. And it was a difficult thing to face. For me, really, because food it's not just my comfort, it's my hobby. Food is, for example, Casey and I went to Seattle to go see a concert, and while we were there, we just parked downtown at the beginning of the day, and we walked around all day long, just walked around Seattle and ate good food. We went to so many different places, and we just ate good food. And I tried a Birko ham for the first time at Pike's Market. It's so worth all the money in the world. It's wonderful. Go get some Iberico ham. But that being said, I can have those things still. And I've lost 10 pounds doing it. So yes, I have been a little bit more strict with my dieting because I want this to work. I am really, really, I'm dedicated to this, and I am fully motivated to make this work. So I've just been very diligent on staying around 1,200 calories a day. And this is to lose weight. This is me being mildly active. And, so if I was more active, of course I could have more calories, but I'm not. It's just, I'm not. So what I've been doing is actually, so I get up in the morning, I go about doing whatever. When it's time to break my fast at noon, I actually break my fast with a glass of water with about a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. And I use the organic apple cider vinegar. Right now I've got like the Costco brand, but the Bragg's one is great. And so I just put a little dash of that in my water, and that's how I break my fast. The reason I do that, and there is a good reason for it, is because I'm slightly insulin resistant. So I don't have type 2 diabetes that I've been diagnosed with. However, I might, I don't know. But being that I'm overweight, those are kind of indicators of insulin resistance. And also I had gestational diabetes with Shay. And so some of that insulin resistance, I'm sure, has carried over into my non-pregnant body. And that's just what it is. That being said, apple cider vinegar actually helps to increase your insulin sensitivity. So I break my fast with the apple cider vinegar and water mixture. And then I wait about 10 minutes. And then I start my day with protein. I do this because I've been fasting, right? So my body, when I eat again, it's going to take all of the glucose and it's going to use that for energy. It's going to start putting that into my cells the insulin is going to start putting that into my cells for energy. And it's going to take the protein and it's going to use that to build muscle. And then it's going to take the fat and it's going to store that. So very low fat at the beginning of the day, because your body has been in this basically state of starvation. I'm not starving myself. I don't have an eating disorder. Don't get crazy. But your body has been in this state of essentially starvation, and it is like, oh shoot, now we're getting these nutrients. We need to make sure that we have them for later. And so you want to make sure that you're having a pretty low fat diet at this point, because otherwise your body will just store that fat. And that is the opposite of what we want to do. So I've actually been starting my day with these. The sweet and spicy one is fantastic. It's so good. And then I just, I mix a little bit of white mayonnaise and some salt, because, I have taste buds and shit's bland. So, a little salt helps. So that's what I've been doing to break my fast in the morning, or around noon, really. And then honestly, it keeps me full. Well, okay, so this, and then crackers. I eat it on crackers because gross. I wouldn't just eat it by itself. That's weird. But it keeps me full for quite a while. I'm usually full until about dinner time. So I do have myself like a little snack in between. So I eat 2.5 meals a day. So what I do is I have the tuna, and then a few hours later, I'll have myself some coffee with creamer in it. And that's how I get that fix, is is that's basically my lunch. I will sometimes get a little crazy with it, and I'll do coffee, like ice cubes with a little bit of the creamer and some almond milk and protein powder. I've got a really great plant-based protein powder that is vanilla flavored. Awesome stuff. Again, the protein helps to keep me full longer. And so, yeah, I'll just make myself like a coffee smoothie, or I'll make just a regular smoothie. I've got some frozen berries and bananas and stuff in my freezer, just portioned out in little bags. I've got a recipe for that. I can throw that recipe up on the Facebook page. If you guys are following the Facebook page, the Carlson Method, I have been putting recipes there for what I've been eating. Another thing about this diet is when I find something good, I just kind of stick with that for a while. So I've been eating this tuna every day for the last 14, 15 days, something like that. And I still like it, but I will eventually get sick of it, and I know that. So as soon as I find something else to replace that, I will put that recipe on the Facebook page. Dinners, I've written down a few recipes. Sometimes I forget to take a picture, so like the tomato and chicken pasta, baked pasta thing. It's kind of a crummy picture. I apologize, but it is what it is, and it was so good. Casey loved it. He took it for lunch a few days in a row. And yeah, so it's great. Tonight I'm gonna do seared tuna steaks because yum, with probably a salad. So yeah, just stay tuned. Check out the Facebook page, and if you want recipes or you have suggestions or whatever, leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Honestly, I'm kind of struggling with this low fat thing because food is my hobby, and I've never really skimped out on fat or anything to compromise flavor, which is probably why I'm such a chubby chub, but whatever. I'm doing that now, and I still have been coming up with some pretty yummy stuff. So that's about what I eat in a day. The apple cider vinegar water to break my fast. 10 or 20 minutes later, I have the tuna. Then I have some sort of shake or something, maybe just coffee with cream as a snack or lunch. And then dinners, I've been doing pretty low fat and moderate carbs and higher protein, just to try to keep that balance as far as like the macros go. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but whatever. So the fact that food is my hobby has been the biggest challenge in this whole ordeal, because I think about food all day, every day. That's what I do. I think about food. What am I going to create? Where can we go eat? That's going to be so yummy. I keep up with the local chefs to see what they're doing because I am interested. There are some great chefs in this area, and I want to keep up with that, and I want to know because they make yummy food. That's my thing. So, just trying to find something to occupy my time besides food, because if I just think about food, then that's going to make this whole process a lot more difficult. So, so there's that. What's been easy about it is a challenge. And as far as food goes and creating food, I love a good challenge. I'm all about that. So that has been the fun part of this whole thing. And I think beyond that, the best part of this is seeing the results so quickly. I'm just blown away. I have been losing on average about a pound a day. Well, maybe like 3/4 of a pound, but you know, like whatever. And I've noticed a huge difference in my stomach, how much flatter it is. I mean, I certainly don't have a flat stomach by any means yet, but when I look in the mirror, I notice a huge difference. I'm not going to do before and after pictures until 30 days because I want the before and after pictures to be like, whoa, holy moly, this is working really, really well. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on that. So that's what's going on. It's working, dude. Do it. It's so easy, and it's really cool to see the results. So that's what it is. Bye.